Well, it's time to go look at the physical embodiment of Disney's failures.
The following is a World-Class Bullshitters exclusive.
So here I am at Target, where they have a full Disney section, including a giant Mickey Mouse disco ball. And as you can see, there's Lightyear over there, the Little Mermaid over here, all kinds of stuff in the back. What do they all have in common? They're not very popular, and they're not going to sell. Now remember, folks, Lightyear is over a year old at this point, and look, it's like it's brand new. You got every figure, every version. Hell, look at that Buzz Lightyear in the box. You're going to see that a little later on clearance, and you don't have to pay full price. Remember, folks, you never have to pay full price for Disney. What is Doc Brown doing down there? Doc Brown doesn't belong on the Disney shelf. No, he belongs back in Hill Valley. Or next to Wally. I don't know. Now, moving through the stuff that's irrelevant to this video, we have now the Star Wars section. And look who it is. It's Reva from Obi-Wan Kenobi. Man, I mean, the figure looks lifelike, and I wonder why people didn't buy this toy. Couldn't be because the character is terrible, is it? It couldn't be that reason. Well, here's a good character that isn't selling. Lando Calrissian. God, this thing's been on the shelves for a year and a half. Poor Lando. Also, pay attention to those ships. You'll see those at discount as well. And on clearance for $6.85 is Star Wars The Last Jedi and Star Wars The Force Awakens. If you don't have those movies on Blu-ray, folks, well, don't start right now. The Young Jedi Adventures. Well, I'm too old to be a young Jedi, but let's see. We have an Ahsoka lightsaber with Ahsoka as the hilt. That's cool. No, it's not. It's about as limp as that. They don't even go fully into the hilt, so that's a fail. Star Wars walkie-talkies. Team up and go on adventures across the galaxy. Think Obi-Wan and Vader had walkie-talkies? Probably not, but I can imagine the hilarity that would ensue. Hello, Darth? Obi-Wan? I'm done. These are the future blade builders. They're just not going to sell. And we have all these wonderful half helmets. The Book of Boba Fett. How old is that show again? It's been out for a minute. Well, that's what you get with the Star Wars brand, folks. Now, another thing that won't sell from Disney is Wakanda Forever. Like we say Wakanda Forever on shelves. And look at this wonderfully full bin of Black Panther dolls, or stuffed dolls, or whatever you want to call them. They're just not that popular. So they're just chilling in the back, away from the other stuff that's relevant. Speaking of relevant, remember the time Spider-Man and the other Spider-Man, Miles Morales, teamed up in a minivan? I don't either. But I do like, besides the Ben & Jerry's snack dough, I do enjoy this Mandalorian Disco Edition. I mean, check this out. We're going to give you the full disco ball effect right there. And pause this if you want to read the back. It's some bullshit excuse why they made a toy that doesn't have any paint on it. Looking at Hasbro, you know how to milk a dollar. Now, everyone that says toys are for kids is wrong, because let's take a look at this shelf for a second. We have Jurassic Park from 1993, the 93 classic, which they say a classic never dies, and I agree. But next to that, you have He-Man, Masters of the Universe, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Indiana Jones. And next to them is Hulk Hogan. Most kids today weren't even alive for any of this stuff. Hell, I wasn't even alive for most of Indiana Jones run, like Belloc from Raiders of the Lost Ark. That toy originally was out back in the day. Temple of Doom's out before I was, out of the womb. And there's Marion. Marion Ravenwood. Now, these are retro figures based on the original Kenner designs, with Short Round being an all-new figure, and they don't look too popular. Classic Indy's popular, but Temple of Doom Indy, which is lacking a satchel or quality, isn't very popular. Talk about that lazy Hasbro style. Now, this is the Into the Spider-Verse section. This is a much more popular section. I'm using this as reference. People like this design, people like these characters. I just wanted to make sure the joints won't break, because these things are about as thin as a toothpick, but it's accurate to the design, so I can't really complain too much. Except I'm not going to buy it, because I don't buy this version of Spider-Man. More useless crap, more figure pins, more weird shit. Now, speaking of weird shit, this is a Tomato Man action figure. I've never played Fortnite, so you can tell me in the chat how relevant Mr. Tomato Man is, but it's just that, a man with a tomato head and he comes inside of a glass onion. That's what kids want? Hey, more power to them. I'm not here to judge, I'm just confused. What I am here to judge, though, is the Marvel section, where you can see a lot of figures and tons of Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Again, folks, these will forever be on store shelves. The Shuri Copter is so popular that every store in America has 20 of them. There's more in the back. Hi, Spider-Man 2099. Namor. And look, only those ones are on sale. The other ones are $11.79. These are $8.79. Whew, why aren't people buying them? And there's Shuri. Look at that face. She surely isn't loved by any children across America, but Disney's gonna make you buy the toy, or else you're, well, you know the rules. Ironheart. Aren't you glad the lady at Disney that forced all this crap is pretty much gone? Well, she's completely gone at this point. Hope you like the Black Panther claws, because you're gonna be seeing those forever on shelves as well. Now, before I step away, I like X-Men, but I don't know Kid Omega. Is that a popular character? He's got to be more popular than Marvel's Nakia, who, you know, she's got a couple figures on the shelves, but she's been around for a hot minute. And seriously, what are these poppet things? I saw them at the clearance store in the last video they couldn't sell. Now they got the metallic finish. It's just a rubber mat that you press in and press out. Here we are at Walmart, where they have way more Black Panther stuff. We already saw the Shuri Copter, which is right in front of you right here. Again, every store in America has these. And look what doesn't sell. Miss Marvel, Lady Spider-Woman, Black Panther. There's a trend here, folks. Some of these diverse characters that Marvel wants to sell us just don't sell. You can't force kids into that stuff. Black Panther lives on the top shelf, the bottom shelf, the toilet, you name it. That's where Black Panther is in this store, because they're trying to find a place for it. They're stuck with it until they just sell it off to Ollie's, which we'll go to eventually. Now, last time we talked about the Batman Flash stuff, and surprise, surprise, all the Michael Keaton figures, as well as the Batmobile Michael Keaton edition, those are gone. Those are not in the store anymore. But who is? Baby Yoda and tons of Star Wars stuff. Look, we still have vintage Obi-Wans, and I bet you we're going to see Reva any second here. Well, maybe not. I guess Reva finally sold. Oh, there she is, right behind the rice patty hat guy. God, I love Reva, said no one ever. There's more Revas. Again, all the crap that the press tried to force on you for liking this wonderfully strong, brave, and stunning character can't sell a piece of merchandise to save your damn life. So, that's the whole point of this, right? Can't sell a figure, can't do the time with the character on screen. Like Rose Tico. What a joke, then they cut her out of the movie. Baby Yoda's on sale. If you paid full price, you probably feel like an asshole. Well, you might be, or you might not be. If you're watching this video, you're not an asshole. We thank you. But an asshole definitely dictated what's gonna sell, including Wild Riding Grogu. Oh, so excited. My excitement level is the same as these faces on these dolls. Non-existent. You know what? Let's get out of here. Here we are at Ollie's, where seasons change, time passes, but the Eternals are always on store shelves, and they finally have some competition for things that won't move with new Black Panther figures. We have Killmonger, the girlfriend of the Black Panther. You know what, let's just take a side view of these, because this is a whole not a palette, but a whole slide of these things, and we have Black Panther, and behind them we have the Eternals figures. There's Phastos in the background, multiple rows of Phastos, and another edition of Shuri. Who's gonna sell worse, Shuri or Phastos from the Eternals? I'll never know. You'll never know. You'll just know that they don't sell. Even Selma Hayek's sexy ass can't sell an action figure. I never thought in a million years Marvel Legends would be so full at discount retailers, because for years, Marvel Legends never made it to discounters. They always sold. But now Marvel's got to have everybody in action figure form because they all sell, right? And look, an entire box of this dude. They're sold by the case. That's why popular characters don't show up, but crappy characters, they stick around for a long time. Now let's take a look at the side, because there are more Eternals figures over here. And more back there. And look, it's Baby Yoda. Wow, more Grogu. More Eternals. Different scales, different figures. They're everywhere. They're eternally here. Now here's a whole wall of new Avengers crap that isn't going to sell. One, because it's crap, and two, because it's Disney. But what are these things? Let's take a closer look, shall we? Closer. There we are. Black Panther is blue. Iron Man is disjointed. And these are twist and bend. That's exactly what I want to do with my Marvel figures. Well, no, none of these Marvel figures will be my Marvel figures. But hey, if people buy them, that'd be great. But they really don't. It's like this other random Disney crap. Lemonade Man, and I like Frozone, but come on, he's not moving either. Again, here's that entire wall of the Eternals accessory. This has been here for months. All of them have been here for months. They don't move, they don't sell, but they have new camaraderie with the 3 3/4 inch shitty Marvel figures. We got Black Panther, we got the Falcon, we got the Thing, Green Goblin. You know, Hasbro had the balls to try to sell these for $12 each. Here, they're $5, and I think they're finally the right price. If you're going to sell me an action figure with that little of articulation, $5 is the right price. Sorry, Hasbro. I feel sorry that Princess Leia is here all by her lonesome. Just a lot of Princess Leia figures on the shelf, folks. There might be a trend. Kathleen Kennedy is wrong about who buys these things. And look, The Last Jedi. It's like 2017 all over again. I haven't seen this great of a selection in that many years. Oh, and it's fronted by Rey, the face of a franchise. Speaking of faces, they've lost face with Shang-Chi in the 10 Rings. I mean, these things, there were 136 last time. There's somehow 137 this time. I think somebody returned one. But look, it's just rows and rows and rows of Shang-Chi. We could write a song about it. Row, row, row your Shang-Chi. I'm not, because I'm not that kind of guy. There's Captain Marvel. She's not alone. She'll never be alone. She's a her-oh. What does that even mean? I bet Simu Lu's happy at seeing all these toys on shelves. Here we are at another Ollie's where the same problem exists. Look at all these Shang-Chis. Now, they don't have 136 of them, but they got every Shang-Chi hanging off shelves next to Lemonade Lady from the Monsters movie. Yay, I'm so excited to talk about her. And here's coked out Lola Bunny. Space Jam. No. More of that Eternals disc launcher thing from Hasbro. That's wonderful. Please, folks, tell me what that is in the comments section. Wait a second. Yep, I can spot that man hair bun thing. That's not a man bun. She's got that shitty hairdo, but I can spot that a mile away, and there's DJ. Whew. Gotta love The Last Jedi Rey. More Last Jedi hidden among the Eternals figures, and Baron Mordo. I wonder why Baron Mordo doesn't sell. Why isn't he more popular? There's the Death Trooper from The Mandalorian. That's not that old either. You really can just skip main retailer for Disney products, folks, and go to the stores where you can save a bunch of money and find Rey among all your new toys. This is the ideal location for Disney merchandise. The stunning and brave Rey Skywalker next to all the crap that didn't sell. The Faces of Failure, a Disney story. I'm gonna wake up and find Eternals figures in my bed, and it'll be like that scene in The Godfather. I'll be that upset. Oh, it's Princess Leia! Sorry, Carrie Fisher. Now, food won't sell with Black Panther on it either. This is another one of those crappy outlet stores. And they have Black Panther Wakanda Forever mac and cheese. You can save a whole buck, and people aren't even buying Kraft mac and cheese if it has the Shuri lady on it. What a fail. Now this store has a toy section, and as you can see, it's mostly crappy Disney stuff. There's a Captain Marvel spaceship, a Captain America gun. This is at Target for full price right now, and it's still not selling there either for $8 at this crap outlet store. And there's the Mandalorian. More Mandalorian. Captain America. And that Lightyear doll I told you not to pay full price for at Target is available the day before at this place. God, I would hate to see my characters sold for so cheap. There's Hulk. He looks different from the box. There he looks like Leslie Jones. Yeah, same hairdo. I saw Ghostbusters 2016 once. It was not a good once. Hey guys, you want a Snoke? They got plenty of them. They'll never sell. Talk about the biggest honey dick in cinema history. Thanks, J.J. Abrams. And look, somebody once loved a Black Panther figure. He-Man got into the cocaine, so let's get away from him before things get too violent. But look, Star Wars spaceships are readily available. Multiple kinds too. It's not one of the same. Is that Ahsoka? No, Ahsoka's on clearance and you can't even get to the show yet. Man, Disney's in trouble. Oh, I don't care. Neither does anyone else. Now, last time we showed you all of these Disney art supplies that can't sell at full price, so they put them over here because look, it's Shuri. Man, if you put Shuri on the box, it's gonna go for cheap. Pennies on the dollar. And look up here, we have the Disney princesses. We got crayons, markers, glitter storage case, and wait a second, I saw the Little Mermaid. She ain't white. Over their toy section in the back of the toy section, they had a lot of these Agent Jimmy Woos. That guy's cool, right? Everybody needs an Agent Jimmy Woo action figure. A man in a brown jacket and a tie, and nobody cares about that actor, and no one's gonna buy that action figure. Talk about a wasted opportunity. Think of all the plastic they wasted making these Jimmy Woos. This is just one location. Again, there are millions and millions of Jimmy Woos unsold. Now, it's not just Star Wars toys that don't sell, and are still around from The Last Jedi. It's Star Wars books like Star Wars Bomber Command with Paige Tico, the sister of Rose Tico. You can get this book for a whopping $2. Jeez. And what the hell is a Nyx Jerd? That's our Bombardier. Yeah, he looks like the type of guy that would hang out with the Resistance. He also seems like the type of guy that would like The Last Jedi. Oh, Rose Tico. There you are, Rose Tico, and there's a target on her face, or is that just a bad print line through her face? I don't know. Let's put this piece of shit down. Another Last Jedi book, folks. Star Wars The Last Jedi. More than 1,000 stickers. All right. How many of those are useful? Most of them aren't. I see Porgs. I see Rose Tico. I see another Rose Tico. I see dead people. And look, it's Vice Admiral Holdo. She's dead. R.I.P. Asshole. The Millennium Falcon with the wrong dish and all this crap from The Last Jedi just makes my head hurt. What a waste of time. Just everyone's time. Our time, their time, my time. It's a good song for Triple H. Speaking of time, this has been around for a long time. From the new film The Force Awakens, Rey's Survival Guide. Folks, it's 2023. This was new and exciting in 2015. What happened? Why didn't everyone and their mom go out and buy this book? Because they don't care where Rey lives. Rey lives in an AT-AT walker. Whoop-de-doo in the Gozan. Man, all those sexists really stuck it to Disney by not buying these books. Or maybe you shouldn't just have a crappy character and make crappy merchandise or overproduce it. It's so many different... What the hell's Cloud City doing in this book? Rey's never been to Cloud City. I saw those movies, much to my own detriment. There was no Cloud City, thankfully. So don't put that on Cloud City. It's a good place. Lando. Put some respect on Lando. Before the Awakening. I'd rather stay asleep. Be more Vader. I'll choke everybody out that pisses me off. Thank you. Ooh, Cobalt Squadron by Elizabeth Ween. Another Last Jedi book. Awesome. What does the back of this one say? Meet the new heroes of The Last Jedi. No. The Force Awakens Lego Edition. If you hated it in the regular format, you're going to hate it in the Lego Edition. Look at all these Disney Star Wars books. Solo: A Star Wars Story. Time to Play. No, it's not. It's time to go to sleep. On the way out of the store, I decided to check out one last thing, and I was greeted by Luke Skywalker all by his lonesome self in the garden section, meaning somebody decided not to buy that after they took it away from the shelves. So folks, that was another trip through the toy aisles of disappointment that is the Disney brand. Thank you for watching. I'll of course be back with more because these things will never sell. Like sands through the hourglass, these are the days of our lives, and these are the toys that will live on shelves forever and ever and ever, and you know the rest. So thank you for watching. I'll be back next time with more content, including some stuff on Captain Marvel. But in the meantime, be smart, be safe, be cool, but always be excellent to each other.
Thanks for watching today's video. Yes, it's over, but don't cry because there's more, a lot more from World Class Bullshitters. And there's only one way to get it. Hit that subscribe button below. When you do that, you'll get notifications and updates from World Class Bullshitters every time we go live. Basically, you won't miss anything. And if there's one thing I hate, it's FOMO. But the thing most people hate more than FOMO is fear of missing out on World Class Bullshitters, because there's just some things you can't undo. So folks, do yourselves a favor and never miss anything from World Class Bullshitters. One last thing before you go, hit the thumbs up button. Not for our egos, no, they're big enough as this, but it does help us fight the algorithm here, and well, it's man versus machine, and that's the real fight. But if that's not your battle, that's okay. There's one last way you can help WCBS, and that's going over to shopwcbs.com, picking up a t-shirt, a beer glass, a sweatshirt, a poster, all sorts of ways to back WCBS. The difference between us and other YouTube channels is I'm the artist that makes all this stuff, so if you enjoy art beyond t-shirts, you can even read our comic books. We got it all. We're called the epitome of pop culture for a reason, and no, again, it's not for our egos. So folks, make sure you're involved with every aspect of World Class Bullshitters, not just for us, but do it for yourself. We're making the change in entertainment everybody out there wants to see. And a special thank you goes out to all of our wonderful patrons who make this content possible. Go to patreon.com/worldclassbs to get involved and help out the channel.